5 friends from Argentina were among those killed in a truck attack in New York on Tuesday. 8 people were killed and 11 injured when the driver of the truck hit people on a cycle path in Lower Manhattan. A 29-year-old man, an Uzbek immigrant, was shot and injured by police as he left the vehicle. He is under arrest. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo told CBS that a note was found inside the truck referring to the Islamic State militant group IS. The suspect, named by media as Sayfullo Saipov, reportedly shouted, "Allahu Akbar, God is greatest," as he left the truck. Mr. Cuomo said he was radicalized in the U.S. It is the deadliest terror attack in the city since the 11th of September 2001. Who were the victims? The deaths of 5 Argentines were confirmed by the country's foreign ministry. They were part of a group of 9 friends in New York to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their graduation from a polytechnic college in the central city of Rosario, Argentine media said. One of the men who died, steel firm owner Ariel Erle, helped pay for the friends' trip, La Nación newspaper reported, in Spanish. What we know and don't read more on the victims. Trump calls for end of green card lottery. The men, all aged 48 to 49, were named as Hernan Diego Mendoza, Diego Enrique Angelini, Alejandro Damian Panuco, Ariel Erle and Hernan Ferrucci. Another of the friends, Martin Ludovico Maro, is being treated in hospital. 3 days of mourning have been declared in Rosario. Belgian media said a 31-year-old mother of 2 from Steden in Flanders was also killed, but has not been publicly named at her husband's request. 3 other Belgians were wounded. 2 other victims have not yet been identified. How did the attack unfold? New York Police Department (NYPD) Commissioner James O'Neill said, shortly after 1900 Greenwich Mean Time, a pickup truck rented from retailer Home Depot struck cyclists and pedestrians while being driven along the West Street Houston Street path for many blocks. It then hit a school bus, injuring 2 adults and 2 children on board, and came to a halt. The driver emerged holding what appeared to be 2 handguns and made a statement consistent with a terror attack. He was shot in the abdomen by a police officer stationed near the scene. The suspect later underwent surgery for bullet wounds. The police officer, named in the U.S. media as Ryan Nash, 28, stopped the carnage moments after it began. A paintball gun and a pellet gun were recovered from the scene. One witness, Eugene, told ABC Channel 7 that he saw the truck driving quickly down the cycle path alongside the West Side Highway at full speed as it hit a number of people. He also reported hearing about 9 or 10 shots. Who is the suspect? The NYPD said only that the attacker was a 29-year-old man. U.S. media named him as Sayfullo Saipov, who had reportedly lived in Tampa, Florida, and Paterson, New Jersey. He arrived in America from Uzbekistan in 2010 and is believed to be a legal resident in the country. Uber confirmed he had been working as a driver for them. In pictures, New York truck attack. Who is the suspect? What witnesses saw and heard. 3 officials said Mr. Saipov had previously come to the federal authorities' attention because of an unrelated investigation. The New York Times reported. Police records show he was arrested in Missouri last year over a traffic fine. Uzbekistan's president, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, told Donald Trump his country was ready to use all forces and resources to help investigate the attack. Uzbek officials have not yet confirmed the identity or nationality of the attacker. What has been the reaction? President Trump took to Twitter to call the attacker a very sick and deranged person, adding, "We must not allow ISIS, Islamic State, to return or enter our country after defeating them in the Middle East and elsewhere." enough. He also announced he had ordered extreme vetting to be stepped up, without elaborating further. Mr. Trump first said he wanted extreme vetting of immigrants during his presidential campaign last August. As president, he introduced a ban on arrivals to the U.S. from a number of mainly Muslim countries, a move that has been challenged legally and is due before the Supreme Court in the coming weeks. The American Civil Liberties Union civil rights group said the term extreme vetting was a euphemism for discriminating against Muslims. Early on Monday, he called for a merit-based visa system and attacked Democrat rival Chuck Schumer for having pushed for the creation of a diversity visa, or green card lottery, in the early 1990s.